Hey, it's 60 Yard Lines, the podcast where we tackle more than just touchdowns. We'll talk about game recaps, news, and football fashion. We're here to bring you a fresh female perspective on America's favorite sport. So grab your jersey, pour yourself a glass of wine, and let's dive into today's exciting play-by-play on life, laughter, and of course, football. Hey, we are here.
Hi. You look close, Dawn.
Oh, well.
Do you like it?
We'll find out, I guess. We promised you we'd be back.
We are back.
We are back. So what, again, do we have going on? This is amazing.
Yes, as usual, we have to start with our drink of the week. Because
look at us.
Before you do anything, you have to drink, right? So today we have cranberry margaritas, which are quite tasty, if I must say so myself.
And they're beautiful.
Oh my gosh,
Great.
so cute.
Like,
Can
really good holiday drink.
And easy to make. Like we saw you shake these, and they have rosemary in them. They're fancy looking.
Yeah, I was a legit shaker.
You were a shaker.
Tom Cruise and what's that movie?
Cocktail.
Cocktail. Yes, that was me.
Should we cheers this one?
Yes, we're in the holiday season, ladies.
Yes, we are officially. Our little Christmas trees are here.
Cheers, girl.
You guys want to know how to make these?
Yes.
So it's 2 shots of tequila, but you have to get really good tequila. So Casamigos is one of my favorites.
Oh, I love that.
The one that is in this starts with a T, and I can't remember the name, but it is The Rock. It's like The Rock's.
I don't drink a lot of tequila, so I don't know.
Oh, last time I drank tequila with you, we went downtown to do a teaching class.
Oh,
and every drink was tequila.
Yeah.
Didn't end so well for me.
Well, this was not that long ago, actually.
So, and then,
this was not 20 years ago, by the way, just so you know.
So,
2 months.
2 shots of tequila, 1 shot of triple sec, and then fill the shaker up with cranberry juice, and then squeeze half a lime in there. Shake it up with some ice, and that will get you 2 or 3. It got us 3 drinks, actually, out of 1
And
shaker.
she put salt around the rim.
Yeah.
Amazing
for you.
Fresh cranberries in it.
And some rosemary.
And some
a sprig of
it's
rosemary.
Fancy. It's
to make it
it's
Christmassy.
Perfect. It's perfect for
Yeah.
a Christmas
I love the
drink.
salt.
And I like it because it's not sweet.
No, it was super easy to make.
It's balanced.
It's delicious. And there's no calories.
0 calories.
0 calories,
and
no
it's healthy.
carbs.
And you will be UTI free.
We come here to bring you real stuff.
Oh, that's amazing.
And then we have on the other side of the table by Danielle.
Should I take
our
a little
snack? Yes.
I don't know if I can show it, but Dawn made an amazing dip.
Yes, it is amazing. We're going to post all these recipes, by the way, on our page, but this one is a feta dip. It is cucumbers, tomatoes, green onion. Can you hear how good it is? Olive oil, Greek dressing, and feta cheese. And this shout out goes to Fancy Nancy. You know who you are. She is the queen bee of cooking, so I always call her when I need some good recipe ideas.
So I am telling you, I've had feta dips before, and I've had some amazing ones with the same thing: cucumbers, tomatoes. That is the best one I've ever had.
It's delicious. I was excited. So
yeah.
So look at us. We've so far we're winning already.
Yes.
So
Are we gonna talk football today?
I think so.
So I am normally Switzerland because I'm from Ohio.
Well, not today.
No, I don't even like Ohio State, which is hysterical because I'm from Ohio. But I just saw this cute sweatshirt at Marshall's, and I was like, "It's
very cute.
so cute."
Katie's not happy. Can't do that with green. So let's first talk about the Thanksgiving because we talked about Thanksgiving last week.
Yeah.
Give me some good stuff.
How'd your food go, Katie?
It was great. Yes, we as you know, I had it catered from Biff's Backyard Barbecue, and
our sponsor.
Yes, our sponsor Biff.
Send us wings.
And it was delicious. The cat was kind of out of the bag because I talked about it, and who knew my family would actually listen to
Bond, our moms are our number one fans.
I know.
We are, I gotta be honest, if it were just for our parents, we would think we are pretty darn great. So
everybody knew, but it was fine. The food was delicious, and it was a great time.
And you had a ton of people.
26.
That's amazing.
26.
I would have done the same thing.
How did your Thanksgiving go, Dawn?
It was great. We went to family. We didn't host, so we just brought food over. And it was the most relaxed day, except watching the Lions game was a little bit challenging.
We'll talk about that.
But it was just relaxed and chill, no drama, no stress. The weather was incredible, so the boys were outside playing football. And it was awesome.
That's cute.
Yeah, so we had fun. What about you?
Same thing. We did like some family games. I feel like I like that my kids wanted to kind of be home and hang out. But then we do like usually movies when they're home. And so my 17-year-old son wanted to watch a movie. And you know how you like want to watch a movie and everyone's into it and you're flipping through. You have 500 channels and you can't find anything to watch. Well, he was talking about how good The Hangover was. So he saw The Hangover and then he's like, let's watch Hangover 2. So it was me, my 17-year-old son, my mom, and my mother-in-law. So 2 grandmas, a mom, and a son. And I've seen it before, but I forgot. So we turned it on. Oh my God. That is not the movie you want to watch.
It's not the family movie with
grandmas. Oh, and at one point I heard one grandma, oh my God, screaming. lot of penises in that movie. I don't know what else to say.
Oh, well, then maybe this is where I have a question for you guys.
Speaking of penises,
who did this?
Who did it? And you know who
we
you
need
are,
to know.
and we need to know. But this, should I show them closer?
Dawn got a special package.
She did, from a secret admirer. It is a Christmas ornament in the shape of a peanut, and it says D's on it. Like D's nuts.
Like D's
Oh
nuts.
my God.
She has no idea where it came from.
No, but it is centered on my Christmas tree, just so you know.
And you called.
I called all my suspicious people because I have a few that are very highly under suspicion for this kind of stuff. And it showed up randomly in a package that I opened up at my kitchen counter when everybody was here the day before Thanksgiving. I was like, oh, what's this? And I opened it up. And I was laughing so hard. And I called my brother. I'm like, you did this. He's like, it was not me. I called one of my aunts. They're like, it was not me. Called my mom.
The best part is you went to get it upstairs to show everyone it was on your tree.
It's on my tree. It's right in the middle.
I mean, I gotta say, I'm a little jealous. No one ever sends me anything.
Well, you know what?
I would take a D's nuts ornament.
No, I've never
Listen
even
up.
got, like,
Here's what she wants for Christmas.
Have you ever got a pic sent to you? I hear it. Like, have you ever got a pic?
Mm-mm.
No.
A pic?
Like a dick pic.
Oh, I thought you meant like a hair pic. I was like, why would someone send you a hair pic?
No,
It's a
don't you
used one.
hear people talking to get random
Yeah,
pics?
no, I haven't. Thank goodness. 'Cause
Thank
God.
God.
I don't need anything
That's
more
so
of that.
weird. Who want? No, and one you haven't seen before.
That's
Like,
scary.
literally, to all our viewers who have those, don't take pictures of them.
No,
They're not cute.
And
it's
don't
not cute.
don't show these episodes to your kids.
Yeah, we might have to take this one off.
I
later on.
know.
Are we getting canceled
God,
today?
I'm getting cut out again.
Yeah.
Everything I say gets cut out.
So, should we talk a little bit about football?
Love
Starting with our Fearless Lions.
Wah,
Oh,
wah.
that was a bummer.
It was a bummer. They did not play
It's
well.
like the longest game of our life.
Yeah, it was a rough one.
And it's so hard too when like they beat a team before, so you're like going in and you're like expectations are
Yeah.
high, right? And it just does not go well.
Well, and we were talking last week about Dan Campbell's gutsy calls, and this time it kind of bit him in the ass.
Yeah. I felt like we just didn't have it together. And who was the quarterback for the Packers?
Oh,
I can't remember his name.
Love.
Okay, so every time he watched him, he was like 10 yards back, right? He had tons of time.
So much time.
And every time he watched Goff, it was like he had a little bit of time and he would like think and think and think, and then somebody would come behind him and just maul him. It was terrible.
Yeah,
our
our
offensive
offensive
line.
line did not do well.
Not at all.
Maybe
The one call that really bothered me, which changed, I think, a good portion of the game, was the choice to go on 4th and 3, 4th and 1, and not getting it,
I know.
and then fumbling it.
Oh,
Brilliant
It was-
if it works, right?
Well, when it doesn't, that one destroyed us. So
well,
I
and, like, if you're a quarterback, like, okay, so I get it. If you step far enough back, like the other one, you can kind of see people coming.
Right.
So there were multiple times where he did not, like, you don't hear that huge dude coming at you, like, like breathing.
Yeah.
He didn't see anybody. They just came behind him and just, oh, it's terrible.
Yeah, it was rough. There was a
What a
lot
good
of calls
Thanksgiving.
in there that, to me, were just. It just wasn't a good game. But then I was excited because at least we have the halftime show.
Oh, how about that halftime
Oh,
show?
goodness.
Another womp womp.
So
Yeah.
I love him.
Yeah.
And like my youngest daughter, What's Popping was like one of her favorite songs. And then I don't know, I feel like Jack Harlow, right? We're talking about Jack Harlow. Yep. So he played a lot of his good songs and then he played a new one. Yeah. But it just, I don't know, I felt like the stadium really didn't do it for him. Like, did you guys see Dolly Parton for the Dallas Cowboys?
Yes.
I mean,
come on.
She's 77 years old. She came out in
the Dallas Cowboys cheerleader uniform.
Unreal. I think she might have been lip syncing, but it didn't matter because she played all the good songs. But I noticed like the backdrop was all these like gorgeous lights, and I feel like Jax was kind of dark, and like I liked all the songs he played, but he was singing to the camera. It just didn't have the same like wow factor. I felt like hers was like the Super Bowl.
Well, and I kind of feel like that's the difference though, is that these guys go out there and, you know, it's Super Bowl. It's an entire show. These guys have like 10 minutes. Put on the best you can, but we're putting you at the end of the field and you're going to be in this little space. It's not like what the Super Bowl is. So it's disappointing because I think you expect it. Like you're so excited and it wasn't that.
Yeah. And Dolly Parton's been doing it for so long. Like he's, you know what I mean? Like, so hopefully, I don't know. It was still good. It just wasn't like amazing.
Yeah.
I wasn't engaged.
That whole game and day could pass that one by. So
I mean, everything is better with wine though. So I mean, I just kept drinking wine, and then it all looked good to me.
And you were cooking, so it was like you were exhausted anyway.
Right.
You had to like really take a rest.
Baste those turkeys.
Baste those turkeys.
We had like a delay on our TV, so I could hear Kevin in the basement screaming. And then at one point, right at the end of the game, Liam like touched the remote, my son, and it like paused it or something. Yeah, and then we had to go back. And then that happened at the Michigan game too. We had like a delay on her, so I could hear everyone yelling. But maybe we talk about the Michigan game.
Bar.
Come on,
look at my cute sweatshirt.
Cute sweatshirt.
I was like actually kind of hopeful there at the end, and then when he threw that pick right at the end, I'm like, no.
I know that was a good game though, because you do wonder.
Oh my God.
I'm here.
You look like an asshole.
You know what? A winning asshole.
You look good in yellow and blue, I must say.
This is the color winning. So if you're not familiar with it, do you want to wear it?
You
feel it?
You guys, it's hard to be a Spartan around you two fools.
Where in the hell did you?
So this is actually a custom painted helmet that we got for my son.
That fits on your tiny ass head.
Yep. I actually had to take the earpads out because I thought I would my hair out because it was so hard to get. I was like, I gotta be able to wear it, but I can't wear it. So, I had Will helping me get all the stuff ready. So yeah. So this is.
I feel like she would be one of the moms in those videos on TikTok that goes against her little son, like Will, right? Have you ever seen that? And they're like, mom against son, and you would just like annihilate him.
We're not giving away wins. We're not doing that. So. Yeah, so I actually did this for Katie.
Yeah.
And I thought if she wanted to take it home with her,
I don't.
But I don't think she wants.
As soon as Michigan State starts winning, I will wear a cute sweatshirt for them.
We have a new coach now, guys.
You do? Wait, we have got to talk
about Michigan.
Okay.
She wants to skip.
She's trying to skip over, and we're not doing that yet. So, although they won, it was still a challenging game. It was one of those games I was shocked at. Can I take this off?
You didn't know who was going to win. You didn't know who was going to win.
I'm just.
I actually thought right at the end, I was like, "Oh shit, Ohio State's going to get it."
It was a little scary. But the other thing that was, I think, the way they played. I mean, it was an excellent game overall. It was just an excellent game. But there were so many back and forths that I was like, I did not have an expectation until the last.
Or like reviews. There was a bunch of reviews of the plays.
Many.
We were talking about this too. Like sometimes in games, it's just like, I don't know, you watch, something new happens in every game.
Yeah.
Like, what is that? Why is that happening?
Yeah, there's random calls that if you don't know, and we are always asking our husbands, like, what was that? Why would they do that? You know, they had...
I'm asking my 60-yard line friends in a text.
Yeah, that's right. We were texting.
I don't even bother to ask my husband. I ask Dawn, Katie...
We come up with, and whether we're right or wrong,
we
come up with answers. We were talking about, should we talk about the kick? So we were talking about when the announcers made the comment, which was confusing to somebody who doesn't know what that comment was supposed to mean when he said that he had a free practice kick.
Yeah, what did you
Yeah,
think, Katie?
I did not understand that at all because essentially what they were trying to do was ice the kicker, right? Which coming from someone who I grew up playing volleyball, and you do that to the server occasionally too, right? So you call a timeout to ice the server, but you don't get a free try. Like I didn't understand why he got to kick it.
Okay, so you ice the server in volleyball, but they're ready to hit. So if you call a timeout and then they hit it, they get to hit it again.
Yeah, they don't hit it though. Like if you call the timeout, it's they stop.
So
that's the
typically
difference.
the way it's called in football is that the kicker is already in motion. So it's hard for him to stop his motion so they can kick it. And in this case,
I feel like you shouldn't be able to call timeout if he's already.
I do too. I feel like I agree.
We need to change the rules.
I agree. I think there should be
even
a rule because it's kind of weird because the chances of making two, I think, would be harder than So like if you're gonna call a timeout, you should have to get the timeout before he's in. Yes.
Well, the thing is, I think they do. So it is right when the snap is done, but by that time, the kicker is already lined back.
But you could see the coach. He was literally like, the ref was standing next to him. He's like, I'm going to call a timeout with 3 seconds.
But if he didn't and that kicker was not in motion, then that's a problem.
I feel like this is one of those times where we act like we know what we're talking about and we may or may not be right.
Yeah. And to me, it makes...
I think we're right.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense.
But I mean, I didn't know at the time. I was on the couch and I was like, a practice kick? Why does he get a practice kick?
But if they call a timeout right when the ball is snapped, okay?
Yeah.
And that kicker, they decide they're not going to call a timeout.
It's a huge football game.
Now that ball is live.
Yeah, it's not a volleyball court where like you're 10 feet away from the server and you blow the whistle. So in a huge game like that, on the sidelines, he says to the ref, timeout right before he kicks it.
And even the kicker
even knew. The
kicker knew it was going to happen, but he still can't. You can't risk it not being a timeout, and he doesn't kick the ball.
Yeah, but he kicked it, he made it, and then the second chance he got after the timeout, he missed it. So it was a great call. I had never really heard of that.
Yeah, there's so many of those calls though that I'll like see something and I'm so confused. I'm like, why would you do that? And then I'll talk to somebody and they'll be like, well, think about logically, like if they do that, then this could happen. And I'm like, oh yeah. So, and it happens every game. I find something.
It happens like a mind game though, too, with the kicker, right?
It is. That's the main point of it. Yeah. So, all right, let's talk a little bit about state.
Yes, we have a new coach.
Yay!
I know. I don't really know. Like, it seems kind of neutral. Like, I don't think there's anyone that's like super excited about it. It's just like, okay, next chapter. Let's see what happens.
Is it like, who is this guy? Like, does anybody know who he is?
Yeah, like, I mean. Probably some people do. I don't. I'm just like, oh, okay. Like, this is... But you know what I think is weird? His season's not done yet at Oregon State. Like, they have to play a playoff game. Or a bowl game, right?
Interesting.
A bowl game. So he's not coaching the bowl game. Like, he is done there, and he's here now. And I couldn't figure out, like, why wouldn't you just finish up the season? Like, those poor kids at Oregon State. Like, why not finish up the season and then come... to Michigan State.
In his record, there wasn't stellar anyway, but still, those kids are like,
that is weird.
Right.
They want to finish with a bang, and now they're going to have their
coach. Was it Texas or who was the coach that maybe they fired him and he still had like a contract left that was like millions and millions.
Oh, that they just paid out.
That was insane.
It was not just a contract. It was
like 80 million.
It was like $78 million.
Oh my. That is the weirdest thing. Do you remember? So the Lions, remember back in the day, they had, it was like a $5 or $6 or $8 million contract. Remember the old manager of the Lions? I can't remember his name, but they had to pay it out. But 70-some million?
$78 million.
And at some point, is it just going to break the system where they're like, hey, we're not going to give contracts for 5 or 6 years. We're going to do 1 or 2.
1 or 2 years.
But like their agents, they know.
Right. They lock them in, especially these athletes. Not even the coaches so much, but the athletes.
Like, you don't have to perform. You don't have to perform.
Think about, like, these are colleges where with 2 kids in college, I'm paying a shit ton of money in tuition, and these guys are getting millions of dollars to coach a football team.
Yeah, it's crazy. I've always thought that it's...
And for somebody to have, like, a phone call with a
Okay.
And when you do that and then you lose your job, I mean, you're making millions.
Like, you need to find him and be like, give me my money back.
I want my tuition back.
that tuition money went in your pocket, like some other things. But yeah, I think it's crazy. And I said this is when you look at some of the industries out there where these people don't make that kind of money, the safety industries, the education, and you're like,
Oh gosh, yeah.
but then, but you know what? I also know
Yeah,
I
we
pay
watch
high
it.
dollars for entertainment. Like I paid I
we
paid for
watch it.
all my stuff.
So
and-
Kevin was telling me about a game he went to, and I don't know what game it was. It was definitely a college game, but he was sitting like in the family section, and it was a coach, and I don't know if they like weren't losing, like they were losing an important game or something, and like the head coach's kids were there all in the section, and the fans were screaming at them, like cussing, and oh my god, people take football so seriously.
Oh, yeah.
There's a certain point where it's kind of like, really?
Yeah, I mean, but I guess it's just like anything. It's wherever your passion is. I mean, I remember when I was little and we would come into the living room, which I was doing this to my kids the other day, by the way. And we'd run into the living room and my uncle would scream, "Get out of the way of the TV." And I'm like, he's crazy. And now my kids came rolling into the living room the other day. I was like, "Get out of the way of the TV." And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I'm him. This is not good."
So true.
So I did, while we were talking football, I watched this video the other day. It's from this weekend of the coach for Oklahoma running out of the tunnel. And it's like, even at our games, how they have the smoke going and stuff like that.
You sent us this video.
Yeah, so they have the smoke going and he trips and face plants. Which is, it's not funny. I mean, it was hilarious. And as he fell, all the smoke is coming, so none of the players can see him. And they have one by one are just face planting over top of this guy. He never gets he gets pummeled.
Oh my god! Did
Pummeled.
they interview
Was he
him or
like
anything after the
okay?
game? I know. You're laughing, and I'm watching the video like, oh my god, he's gonna get trampled.
It was so great.
Somebody check on the coach.
So
But you could see a little head down in the smoke, and then you could see kids, like huge linemen, like tripping over his head.
pulling their pants back.
Oh
It was
my
a disaster.
God.
So we're going to include that link because it is worth at least the watch. So I do
That was
make sure
awesome.
we include that link, but it was really, really
You
funny.
know that happens a lot. I mean,
Was it like more smoke than usual?
it did look smoky.
I
It
think
looked smoky.
I mean, you couldn't see, but it looked like he lost his balance. He started to lean forward, and then boom, and the guy right behind him.
Wow.
You just
So
see
every
him. You
time
see
he-
him trip, and then you
Every
see
time
the
he
next
tried to
guy.
get up,
That's terrible. At what point you probably just go like,
take cover.
right? Like, I don't want to get a clean.
No,
You're
they're
like
like
trying
that.
to roll out of the
They
way.
all looked back like they tripped over a rock. They're
Sorry,
like,
coach.
"What was that?"
Sorry, coach.
Yeah.
So,
Big
anyway.
game we got. Keep running.
Keep going,
moving.
boys. He probably was like, "Just keep running." I'm
Oh my
humiliated.
gosh.
Just keep running. So
funny.
Anyway.
What
So the other thing that happened this week was Black Friday.
That's my football baby.
Yes.
Oh, that is.
Go get that girl.
Oh, I didn't go out. Did
I don't
either
go
of you?
out. I
No.
just online shop.
Yeah.
My kids all went out. They said it was really busy this year, which is
That's
probably
awesome.
a good sign,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it was really busy. But I'm more of an online Black
Me
Friday
too.
kind of girl.
And then after like having a bunch of wine all day and you're tired, you cooked, you go lay in your bed and you buy
Yeah.
dumb shit.
Like
What'd you buy? You smiled like,
Well, no, I'm thinking about more like when I make those crazy purchases when
Yeah.
when I've had like a little too much wine,
some.
and I'll go on and those stupid ads pop up. And I have two parts to this. The first part is when I buy something and then I go somewhere and see somebody wearing the same thing, and I'm like, damn it, like we got sucked. I want to go.
I got sucked into
You and I got sucked in.
$19.99 from
Right.
Amazon.
Like that sweater that
Yeah.
I saw 10 of you just wear, we all got sucked in day after Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
And then I did make a purchase one day, which I'm gonna be honest, I'm not even tell you guys which ones they are because I actually really like them. But from that app Temu, have you heard of that? Yeah.
I've always wanted to buy from there, but I'm
This podcast
scared
is
because
sponsored by Tina.
Maybe. Well, that's
I've
questionable.
always wanted to buy
Maybe.
from there, but I'm always like, why would this cost $4?
$4.
I just bought a bunch of shit from there on Friday. One of the things I bought was a hopefully a gift that I'm going to actually give to one of my nieces, and it cost 99 cents.
I cannot wait to see it.
Sterling silver, 99
It's like a bracelet maker. I think my little niece will really
For
like
me?
it.
For 99 cents. What's in it? Like beads and stuff?
No, it's like the thread that you knot,
Oh,
you know? So like it's like this
Oh.
whole thing, and you hook it up and then you knot it, and it
How much
looks
was
like
shipping? $15?
$17.99.
I actually don't know. I had too much wine. I don't care.
You just went to check out and you're like, under 20
like
bucks.
99 cents. There you go, little niece.
I bought a pair of shoes on there.
How
And they are.
you
they're
love
so-
them?
I love them, but you got to be careful.
But you can't like turn them upside down.
They're full plastic.
Oh.
And when
Plastic?
Were they
Yeah,
supposed to be?
No, and they look like these leather shoes. So I got them, and Eva, they came, and Eva was like, "Oh my god, those are so cute." And then as I was walking out of the house, it was like this. She's like, "What are those?" I'm like, "They're like Lego plastic on the bottom."
She's
They're
like
like Jimmy
church.
Choos.
Yeah. It was unbelievable. But they were like $11, and I love them. But I'm gonna tell you, like I've worn them 3 times because they're so loud. Because they sound like Legos on the bottom.
You have to buy some of those pads on
Yeah.
the bottom to
To
like
put-
gel pads.
Yeah.
Well,
But-
I can't wait for my stuff to show up because I ordered
What'd
like
you order?
these little like Christmas trees, like these ones that we have, like these.
Oh.
I don't know what you call them, but
Oh,
there was
either.
15 of them for $3.99, and I ordered some garland.
15. What
Oh,
the hell are you gonna do with 15
I don't
trees?
know. I was such a good deal.
We're gonna go over to Katie's house and there's gonna be one in every room, everywhere.
Hey Danielle, I know what we're getting for Christmas.
Yes, right. Yes, it's gonna be in a
We're
gift.
getting Christmas trees and a bracelet maker.
Right.
Oh my god.
That's amazing. What about you?
Yeah.
What have you bought? Like, give me something crazy.
So last year, it was probably around Black Friday because I feel like it was around Thanksgiving. I was shopping in bed at like midnight and I saw Snoop on a Stoop. Have you ever heard of
I
that?
have.
You have? So it might have been last year or the year before, best purchase I ever made. So it's kind of like Elf on the Shelf, and it's like a miniature Snoop
Snoop?
on a stoop, and he looks like the elf, but he has green and white on, and he's holding a blunt. I gave it to my friend.
Speaking of Snoop, you guys, did you see that his whole like I'm not smoking
Yeah,
pot
it's
anymore
fake.
was just a like
A spoof?
an ad?
It was an ad.
It was an ad for those smokeless fire pits.
Yes.
Is that
Yes.
for real?
Yeah.
I saw that. I was so mad because you and I talked. I was like, guys, did you hear Snoop gave up
we had a whole
smoke?
conversation.
He said,
about
I gave up smoke. And everyone was like, oh, he was
Yeah.
advertising.
It was an advertisement.
Make
for
some
those
rap
smokeless
music,
fire
dude.
pits.
Right?
Well, guess
I
what?
mean, I like him better smoking.
I was gonna say, would we like him as much?
No,
So
I'm glad that he's
he
not.
would turn
giving
into
it
an
up.
old
He
fuddy
must be
duddy.
hard up for
You
money
do
or
use
something,
Snoop.
though.
Doing the solo smoker, is that what it's called? Or the
Yeah.
solo stove or whatever.
Smokeless, whatever.
We are
Yeah.
not sponsored by this.
But that was a good purchase. That was I when I got it and it arrived at my house, I actually forgot I ordered it. And so you get that weird box that looked like it's been through hell.
You're like,
And you have to cut it open and get through all this stuff.
did
and
it smell like weed when you opened it?
amazing.
They put that
A little,
extra.
like, scratch and
gel.
sniff.
And I opened it and I saw it through the little shiny package. I was like, oh my god, Snoop on a stoop. It was so good. And I gave it to Meg, who loves Snoop Dogg. So
Yes, she
that was a
does.
good purchase.
Meg's made both podcasts.
She
Do you realize
has.
that, Meg?
Yeah,
That's
you're
how much we love
famous,
you.
Meg.
I'm gonna have to be a guest on here.
She said no way.
I know.
She
We'll
was
get
for-
her.
Well, I
We'll get
said
her.
there was video, and she goes, "There's video." Nope.
Not having it.
So I feel like I've really been drinking since Thursday morning, pretty much. You know, like you start with mimosas, and then Friday's Black Friday, so you got to start with
mimosas, and
then
tomorrow's Monday, so we're gonna probably
Saturday-
start with mimosas.
Saturday was Small Business Saturday, and you go to brunch and you have a mimosa.
Mhm.
So and then once you have a mimosa, the day's pretty much over, so you might as well
Lock
just
it in.
keep going, right? So last night, after starting with a mimosa and then having some wine, I ordered, have you guys seen these on your Facebook feeds where you can order pajama pants with your dog's face?
Yes, I almost
ordered
did.
some. I
What?
ordered some.
They were
What?
so
I know.
expensive too.
I know. They're not for me, they're for a Christmas present.
For
But
who, Landon?
yeah.
Because
You
he loves.
can't.
I was gonna say you hate your dogs.
I don't even like my dog. I'm not wearing their face all over my ass.
And Landon loves the dogs.
Landon loves the dogs, and he's away at school, so I was like, oh, he'll probably
You'll
love
love
these.
that.
Yeah.
I regretted I did not buy them though because I
You
got to
did
check out.
too. So it was Facebook is the
Yes.
worst.
I know.
And it's so cute, and it says, "Get your dog's face on your pants," and you're like, okay. So I opened it, did all the stuff, and found the cute picture and all that jazz, and then it was $60.
$60.
Did you? So you paid the
I
$60
thought it's Christmas.
and you did it.
See, I need to be more like
Minimum
that.
love those.
I know.
So you went through. Oh my god!
I was so excited,
I am
too.
the queen of going to the checkout,
And then freaking out.
and then I'm just like, do I really need this like Snoop on a stoop?
I do that at stores. I'll go into a store
You
and
do?
oh my gosh, I'm so bad. Eva gets so annoyed. We'll be at the store and I'm like, oh my gosh, she's like, Mom, that looks so great on you. This, that. And we get to the checkout and I'm like, I don't need this stuff. And I literally throw it right there and we leave. And she's like,
I'm sure the people working love you.
I know, sorry.
So you're the one when I'm going through the checkout and there's like a pair of like G-strings hanging on the handles.
No, those I always buy.
It's like,
You can never have enough.
what lazy ass had to leave these in the line?
I cannot afford this bar.
For $10 and this is the material I get, I don't think so.
Oh god, that's good.
I do want to, because I'm going to pour myself a little bit of wine. This was a gift.
It's
Oh,
like
it was a
duck
gift. I was
or
going to ask
bird.
where you got that
It's a
from.
bird,
It's a
and it aerates your wine as it pours it. You gotta listen.
It chirps.
Isn't it so sweet? Does it make you want to drink more wine?
I mean,
Mm.
you need help.
I love it.
You need help, Tom.
That's from
That's
from my
adorable.
brother.
That's actually adorable. It's cute. It's like a little bluebird. That's
So there's my
cute.
bird and these nuts, in case anybody wants to fuss up.
Ugly ass helmet.
And my helmet, go blue.
Oh my gosh.
Oh
So
my gosh.
what
What
else
are you
we
guys
got?
getting your husbands for Christmas?
Husbands? I mean,
It's
My
always like
husband-
a thing.
yeah. See, my husband tends to get me. I started sending him stuff to get me because he used to get me things he wanted. Like he'd buy me electronics and like coolers and things that like were for
Coolers.
himself. I was like, I don't even want this electronic. I don't want this cordless speaker. I don't want this new iPhone. So then I started sending him stuff for me, but I don't know. He's hard to buy for. I feel like he's a clean freak. So recently I was on Facebook
Ugh.
and it was late at night and this ad came across and it was like these little porcelain, I don't know what they are, pods, and you put them in the back of your toilet and it says you don't have to clean your toilet out for 10 years.
10 years.
I was a
I got red
sucker.
flags all over.
I
my
was
thing.
a sucker. So
Can
I
you
bought 'em.
imagine not cleaning your
Are you
toilet
going
for
to
10
intentionally
years?
not clean it now?
Well, no, it's like, hey, babe, look what I got for Christmas.
He'll love it.
Not lingerie.
Right.
It's like cleans a toilet.
This is the life we live now.
But
Let's be
I
honest.
feel like one year he bought me a vacuum cleaner, so I feel like this is
Oh,
payoff.
gosh.
Yeah.
He deserves it.
So
really
now I just send him links and I forget. So for like the past 2 months, I'll just send him random links and then he picks what he wants. And then when it comes, I'm like, oh, I forgot I sent you this. Thank you.
So you're already getting it?
No, I mean for gifts for me. Like I don't want a vacuum cleaner anymore, so I send him links. For,
I know, but
purses.
are they
I already got
coming? Yeah, you're
I already got 'em in the mail.
See, when that stuff
And
happens,
they're
Michael
like
will
little
open it.
porcelain things, and you set them in the back of the toilet in the water, and you set them there. And they said they're guaranteed, so you can buy like
What the hell? You're not
like
going
a-
to return it. You're going to reach
I
your
don't
hand in the
See
back
what
of
it
Probably
is.
not.
Like, does it have chemicals
If
in
any
it?
of you
Yes.
out there know about
Yes.
this, can you share with us? Because
Yes.
I'm totally confused.
I'll have to. So maybe when we do like, let's do like an episode where we bring all our favorite like stocking stuffers and gifts, and I will bring it in and show you like the name.
Not
and
the one that
everything.
you have in your toilet, though.
No,
Let's bring
No,
the
no,
one.
we haven't put them
Especially
in our
not
toilet.
after 10
But he's
years.
gonna open it up, and I'm gonna be.
If we're still doing this in 10 years, you know, we're going to
No.
look rough.
Yeah, I'm not.
No, Katie's not.
You're gonna be 54.
In 10 years, I'll
I'm
be
not
54.
even gonna say how old I'm gonna be. Screw you.
Yeah, that's what I
Oh,
say.
sorry.
You're so young. Must be nice, Katie.
I'll still be getting Botox.
I'm close. I'm close to getting Botox. I've never had Botox, and I feel like I need it.
Do you know what I think about this kind of stuff? Because you know, when you're younger, or not even when you're younger, but sometimes just the mindset is like, why would you do that? Why? And now I'm like, why wouldn't I do that?
Oh, I remember thinking that.
Why don't I want? If I want to feel good, I go to the gym every day, right? We work out every day.
Mhm.
We eat good for the most part. We drink our water that got turned into wine. And so why
Jesus
wouldn't
did
we?
that.
Jesus did this. Why wouldn't we want to feel good? I mean, there's obviously
Yeah.
limits, I guess, that I would go to, but that's just personal. But for me, I wouldn't say it's wrong. It's just something maybe I don't do. But there's
I'm telling you what, if I had unlimited funding, there is no limit for me.
But see, that's the thing.
but we've talked about
I
this.
would
I
do
don't
it
like the
all.
filler.
I
Everyone
would do it all.
looks like a lion in Hollywood that does the filler.
but she's saying like whole body.
oh.
Yeah, no,
She's saying
I
the whole
have had
shebang.
lip filler and cheek filler.
Okay. You did do the
Mhm.
cheek. You didn't tell us
Mhm.
that. Well, I don't
did.
notice.
And you didn't even notice.
No.
See?
Do you have it now?
It probably wore off. It was a while ago.
Did
so
you
it probably
notice?
wore off, but I did. Yeah, I noticed a huge difference in like my neck and chin area because it kind of pulls
doesn't even
everything
say
off.
You know what I want to get rid of is here.
So the neck and chin area, just wait because I had a late night purchase for you ladies.
Was it a face bro?
No, but it's coming and we're gonna try it. We're gonna try it when it comes. Yeah.
Oh, I can't
Well,
wait.
I'm excited for this one.
You and
It's
your
so
late
good.
night purchase.
Oh my god! I was looking at it. I was like, "Does that really work?" And I was like, "No, it doesn't." And I was like, 3 in the cart.
In the cart they
Check
go.
out.
Our January is going to be all the ridiculous presents that we got.
Oh my
You guys
God.
can all witness us using them or talking about them. That's what we're going to do for January.
This time of year is fun, but it's like
so
so
fun.
it's hectic. Like, I don't know, when the kids were younger, it was harder. Now it's like my kids send me an electronic list. Like my youngest
Like-
one is 12 and she sent me the whole thing electronically. And I was like, how is it a surprise? And she's like, well, I won't know which one you'll pick me. Like,
Right.
here's a huge list.
You know, my kids did that too. I did not know her and Will were the same age.
Yes.
Hmm.
But he's just a grade above her.
Because he did the same thing. He sent me this list, but all he wants is this football helmet that the school's going to issue one anyway, right? So he's not,
Oh.
and it's like expensive.
So Kevin bought Liam one his first year because, I don't know, like we never wanted him to play football because it was so rough, and we knew he was going to because it's like his thing ever since he was little. He's like, if you take football away, you take my life away. And we're like,
Aw.
what? So Kevin bought him like a special helmet, maybe his, I don't know. We had COVID year, so I don't even know if it was like 7th grade or 8th grade or what it was.
Right.
But it was kind of cool. It was
Yeah.
from a company that like tests. So what does he want?
Well, so like honestly, this helmet before we made it gorgeous was just a regular Speedflex helmet that we bought. That might be wrong. Forgive me, Jack. I know you're gonna yell at me, but it was something. And we bought it because when he was playing OJW, we didn't know really,
Which is like little kid football.
Yeah, it's like the Pop Warner age level
yeah.
football. And so we bought this, and then he was like, I want a Michigan helmet. So we started looking, and I'm like, we're not spending that kind of money. Because, like, to get
It's
a real,
crazy.
it was outrageous.
Oh, I didn't know that was a thing.
And so Mike's, a family member of Mike's, does custom motorcycle painting, custom car
Ooh,
painting.
oh, wow.
So we paid him, and he went and bought automobile paint. And this is all custom
Oh,
painted.
that's
Like, you can
painted?
actually, yeah, this is painted.
Oh, that's gorgeous. Yeah.
So, but that's like, that, like, for us was like ridiculous. We were
Yeah.
like, I can't believe we're
But
doing this.
Will
And
wants that.
Yes. And I'm like, no. I'm like, here, take this one.
But it's
Like,
a Christmas present, so it'll be like his one big gift.
I know, but it's one of those things too. Like,
You
this,
know he's listening
you saw this-
upstairs right now.
You saw this thing outside my garage,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, it did all that money and it didn't even, so whatever. So yeah, so that's what he wants. But, and then Eva wants those damn Uggs.
The platform ones?
No,
Oh.
the low, but the
Oh, yeah,
boom.
yeah, yeah. Oh,
And you
go
cannot-
to my mother-in-law at Nordstrom.
I'm telling you, I
You need
cannot
to
find them
contact
anywhere.
her.
I will.
Oh, she'll get them
She
for you.
texted me today, as a matter of fact.
She will get them for you.
Mary,
And
I'm
the girls
coming your
have-
way.
They're so cute. See, I like the platform ones.
Mm-hmm.
They're cute, but she wants the specific.
Yeah.
She wants the one that
Everyone wants
every
them.
girl wants
Yeah.
that same one, and I'm like,
That's exactly Parker, my daughter, sent me a PowerPoint presentation for her Christmas list.
Oh my god, that's
With
amazing.
Links to each thing, and half the shit is sold out.
It is.
I'm like,
Oh.
dude, you gotta like
That's
find
a
something that
bummer.
nobody else wants.
Eva did this Instagram. On Instagram, you can do like a photo link thing, and it's like pretty, and it.
Sorry.
Oh,
That's an
is it a
interesting choice.
sangria?
I just poured my wine into my margarita just to make it easier on myself.
Sounds good.
I don't feel so good now. That was gross.
So good. There was only a little left in the mug.
What'd you do last week that was gross?
I was gonna pour white wine.
Oh, into my
sangria
glass.
into the
No.
red wine, and then I poured the red wine into your glass.
And you forgot.
You're like a garbage
I have a
disposal
problem
for
For
drinks.
drinks.
I have
Like,
an issue. There was only a teeny bit left. No,
I
I'm
actually,
frugal.
the drink is good. The salt is amazing. Like, I'm just sitting here looking
I
at,
like
like,
sugar.
Like, are you being
No.
for real?
No, I
Yes,
love
look at
the
her
Greek
glass.
Green.
She
I'm literally
licked
like-
all the salt. So I don't normally ever order salt. I always say sugar, but
Oh, I love
it with
I
the
love a
margarita
No, the salt's the best.
because it makes the drink taste like, I don't know,
Yeah.
just the contrast.
I don't drink margaritas. And this one,
This
I'm
margarita.
gonna be honest, it is absolutely delicious. And it is
Well,
well.
thank
It
you.
has like a
It is well done.
sprig of rosemary in it.
You
so
guys
it
think
looks
I can't
fancy.
do anything? I
No,
can
we
mix this
think- we
drink.
think
You're
Wait,
amazing.
let's rephrase this. I know you can do everything. I know you don't want to.
Right, that's true.
Listen,
If I can pay for someone else to do it, I will. That is true.
That is true. All right, ladies, how long have we been chatting?
I think it's been a minute, so
know.
I don't know. Should we wrap this thing up?
We shall.
Oh my gosh, another one bites the dust.
Yeah,
know.
I know.
fun.
It's going to be so fun going forward. We're going to keep talking about, like, oh my gosh, there's so much coming up. Like, there's so much football coming up with, like, bowl games.
Yes.
The Super Bowl's, like, only a few months away, and there's so much.
The Super
And then we've got
Bowl.
shopping and snacks and
That's-
drinks.
Yes, Christmas.
You know what?
shopping,
That's a great
stocking
idea too.
stuffers.
Is like what shopping ideas, and if we find like deals,
Yeah,
like we
that's
can
a great
share
idea.
them, or if you guys find deals, share them with us, and then we can talk about them.
Love that.
Great.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
We're gonna have fun.
All right, guys.
Cheers.
Right.
We'll see you next time.
Cheers.